engineer in the European Parliament. Who would guess so? Huh? He's a composer, pianist, and he's influenced by neoclassic fugues, Arabic and North African music. And today he plays poetic improvisations to illustrate the poems that you hear. So, and this brings me to the authors themselves. Usually you start with the ladies, so I start with Sylvia Polidori. So sorry, I have to read that. I couldn't learn it by heart, so because it was such a short notice with the change. So Sylvia Polidori is a lawyer, usually reading other texts and poems, and she also works for the European Parliament. She has been writing poetry since she was a child. She lives on the Belgian North Sea coast, where she writes Horses by the Sea. You will learn more about that later when she reads one of her poems. Her poetry and photographic collection, On the Crest of the Wave, it matches my dress today. We didn't practice before, by chance. Is bi and trilingual, as you also would see later. For her collections presented in Belgium, Italy and abroad, she has received international prizes, including one for a video poem on her YouTube channel, Sylvia Polidori Poetry. Sylvia loves to combine the poetry with music, you will also see later, painting and even gastronomy. This you will not see later, so no gastronomy today, but music. Her presentation will be in Italian. The first 3 poems will be presented in French as a dialogue between Sylvia and Alison. And the last 3 poems in English in dialogue with Ray. So this brings me to Alison Mooney. Alison Mooney is an award-winning speechwriter, currently working as speechwriter for the President of the European Parliament. In 2020, she received the Cicero Speechwriting Prize, a US-based award that recognizes speechwriting talent from across the globe since 1934. And if you haven't done so, I can really recommend go and listen to her speech with which she won this prize, and I can only say it's breathtaking. It's really breathtaking. Yeah. Okay, listen to it. Last year she wrote a collection of poetry called Balance, and today she shares some of her poems with us. And last but not least, Ray, actually Benjamin, is a writer within DG Communication in the European Parliament. He's also a poet, writer, and reviewer with 3 published poetry collections and work in various journals, including Poetry Wales and the Poetry Review. He is the winner of the 2019 New Poets Prize, a patron of Cheltenham Poetry Festival, and regularly runs online poetry workshops and events in the UK. One instruction for the choreography. So, you know, poetry is a language in itself, a bit like music. So I would like you to keep all your applause, appreciation until the very end of the presentations. So, and then you're of course free to applaud as much as possible as you like, but please don't applaud in between. Let the poetry speak for itself. Don't interrupt the tension and the flow of this poetic language. I wish everybody a nice reading. Enjoy.
So now it's my turn. I will read my poems, and I'm also honored to be followed by my colleagues who will follow in French and English, because my mother tongue is Italian, and this is my book. It's normally in a trilingual version, Italian, French and English. On the crest of the wave, sur la crête de la vague, sulla cresta dell'onda. So I will read in Italian and then I will be followed with honor by my two poets colleagues. Try to feel the poems yourself. You can close your eyes if you like. To each poem, a photo is combined. I took it from all over the world. It's not important the place, but the meaning of the photo. So. Quali i tuoi sogni?
Quels sont tes rêves?
Macchie colorate nell'aria, musica e mare. Niente di speciale, solo il miracolo della vita.
Taches colorées dans l'air, musique et mer. Rien de spécial, juste le miracle de la vie.
Chi vedrebbe una quercia in un seme, un oceano nelle nuvole, un essere umano unico nascere da un altro, anche lui unico?
Qui verrait un chêne dans une graine, un océan dans les nuages, un être humain unique naître d'un autre, lui aussi unique?
Scoprendo questi miracoli nella realtà, iniziamo a giocare al gioco della vita.
En découvrant ces miracles dans la réalité, nous commençons à jouer au jeu de la vie.
La sorgente.
La source.
Fresca, pura,
Fraîche, pure.
la sorgente appare come un miracolo dalla terra calda, incinta di essa.
La source apparaît comme un miracle de la terre chaude, enceinte d'elle.
Pulisce l'aria circostante, disseta le piante, gli animali e le persone.
Elle purifie l'air environnant, étanche la soif des plantes, des animaux et des humains.
La sorgente porta felicità tutto intorno.
La source apporte du bonheur tout autour.
Appare e scompare tra le foglie, giocando al gioco dell'esistenza.
Elle apparaît et disparaît parmi les feuilles, jouant le jeu de l'existence.
Il suo suono è sempre diverso e non ha mai fine.
Le son qu'elle produit est toujours différent et infini.
Dà evidenza di vita e continuità.
Elle témoigne de la vie et de la continuité.
La sua trasparenza sorprende, accarezza le pietre mentre passa.
Sa transparence surprend, caresse les pierres quand elle passe.
La sorgente pulisce e purifica, servendo e preservando la natura.
La source nettoie et purifie, servant et préservant la nature.
Profuma anche trasparenza, mentre il suo sapore è gusto di eternità.
Elle parfume même la transparence, tandis que son goût est saveur d'éternité.
Scrivere poesie.
Écrire des poèmes.
Scrivere poesie è un esercizio di vita, ginnastica dell'anima che si riunisce al corpo per fare festa con lui della bellezza dell'infinito possibile.
Écrire des poèmes est un exercice de vie, gymnastique de l'âme qui rejoint le corps pour célébrer avec lui la beauté de l'infini possible.
Oggetti, persone e natura sono occasionali strumenti di ispirazione, gioco per l'esercizio della mente.
Are the instruments to continue existence and to serve joy.
Ci adattiamo agli istinti, li seguiamo, fiduciosi e positivi.
Nous nous adaptons aux instincts, nous les suivons, confiants et positifs.
We adapt to instincts. We follow them, confident and positive.
Siamo liberi nell'infinita opera di creazione della vita e ci rimettiamo ad essa.
Nous sommes libres dans l'œuvre infinie de création de la vie et nous nous en remettons à elle.
We are free in the infinite work of life's creation and we follow it.
È bello adattarsi ad un'opera perfetta e farne parte.
C'est beau de s'adapter à une œuvre parfaite et d'en faire partie.
It's good to adapt to a perfect masterpiece and be part of it.
Di più non si può.
Impossible de faire plus.
There's nothing greater we can do.
Felicità è vivere la vita come essa sa.
Le bonheur, c'est vivre la vie telle qu'elle est.
Happiness is living life as it should be.
Thank you very much. And as we had the poets, on stage again, I think we seem to have time. I think we also give the floor again